Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a VOD review. This is actually for MrSloth, and it is a platform game. They basically said I mostly feel as I struggle with my positioning as well as mechanics. Additionally, I guess timings with res are my weak points of mine, and being able to recognize when I can get one off safely. Also, I play some Zen and Honor in this game. Okay, awesome. So with the Zen and Honor, obviously I'll try to give you some general tips, I guess, from where I can. But I know, obviously, Mercy is my bread and butter, so I will try and help you out as much as I can with this Mercy. I guess we'll be looking at some positioning and mechanics and also res timings, I guess, as well. But yeah, I guess we'll just kind of get straight into it. But if you guys want your own VOD review, would you like your own free Mercy VOD review? I do them live on my Twitch on Sundays at 2 PM in the UK, but don't worry if you can't make that time, as I also do them offline and upload them straight to YouTube as well. They only cost 7,500 Koala Moolah, or channel points as they're probably better known, which you can get completely for free by watching my streams basically. I also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays at around 5:30 PM UK, so be sure to hop on over there, get saving, and you can have your very own VOD either shown live on stream or be done offline and just be posted to YouTube afterwards. For more info, do not be afraid to hop into the stream or come and join the Koala Creek Discord and ask one of my lovely mods over there. The link for that will be in the description. Now, back to the VOD. And yes, so I guess we'll just get straight into it. MrSloth as well has just let me know that this is a loss, they believe. So I guess we'll kind of just see how we end up unfortunately losing this game. We are using, however, and I cannot believe I'm saying this because it's been absolutely forever, we're using my favourite skin! Yay! I love Soul Blim, as you guys know. Obviously, it is my favourite skin. Yep, just keep using the skin, guys. It's so cute. I know obviously Pink and Rose came out very recently. But Soul Blame is still really cute right now. So yeah. So I'll just get straight into the VOD. Looking at what we've got though, I'm going to be honest with you, if you're going to come out of the gates with this team comp, this isn't the best Mercy comp. I would make Orisa probably my main blue bean target, just to be able for to have the general damage boost, and then go to maybe damage boost my Junkrat and my Sombra whenever they appear, or are doing some damage basically to someone. We can also damage boost Life Weaver if we want to, but as well, we just have to kind of realize this is going to be a very low damage comp because obviously of the support line that we've got. So really be trying just to make sure that we're pushing up and using as much damage boost as much as possible during this game. But yeah, I guess we'll kind of just go straight into it, see what we end up doing. Love the skin as well. I love it. Alright, let's get going. So Junkrat's going for a little rollout along the roofs, okay. Nice res. Nice. So we know Ash's coach going away from the high ground, so we don't, we're not desperate. It's kind of stay very safe, I guess. Don't worry too much about the Junkrat here. I'd be looking to, keep up your Orisa, just so we can keep up this this angle main, basically. So make sure that we're healing up our Orisa a little bit sooner here. Junkrat's only lost a tiny bit of health and also heal self-regen. So just allow him just to have that self-regen and keep pushing up with your Orisa here. Make sure if you can as well, do you see how Orisa does a little bit of an animation before she throws the javelin? If you can, try to flick the damage boost onto the Orisa before she does the javelin, just to try and get in that little bit of extra damage if you can. Alright, but keep it going though. Nice. Nice ping as well, obviously, to know that there's someone behind. Nice peel, obviously, for the Life Weaver. Nice beams throughout this entire thing. And very nice positioning too. Nice. Totally understand that you want to stay on point right now. Overall, very nice about the entire thing. Very good. You're playing, obviously, with this team comp, you're playing very well with, obviously the lack of, I guess, main blue beam, a good main blue beam target. But you're definitely still getting in those really good bits of damage boost. Nice peel for everyone as well. Really good. My Rex times can be slow sometimes. No, it's alright. It seemed okay for that entire first team point. I think my only thing is just play with your Orisa a little bit more, okay? Your Orisa is going to do so much more damage than your Junkrat. Now, I know that sounds really contradictory because obviously Junkrat does a lot of damage in general, and obviously damage boost in that will do loads. However, the Junkrat will want to be kind of sneaky. The Junkrat will want to use his concussion mines to kind of just dive in, and at that point, then you can put your beam on, okay? But you don't just want to kind of just follow this Junkrat around with the beam on like this, dum-dum, here's my Junkrat, okay? Because we want to allow it to flank around. Instead, I would be looking to push around with your Orisa if you can. Allow her to take some really good space for your Junkrat to be able to, do these moves. Because if the Orisa creates space, it's going to really push the enemy team either together or just really a way to allow you get some more point contest. But if they are pushed together, it means then that the Junkrat, bam, easy nades, because, you know, he could just spam down into these, like, little corridors and stuff like that. Alright, but we keep on going. You are over here. Yeah, we keep on going. Nice res as well onto the Sombra. Ooh, okay, let's quickly talk about this. So, we can see here, and we can also hear that the Doomfist is behind us, and he's going to slam into us, okay? How could we get out here? I would start my GA, so I'm going to be you, right? I'm going to start my GA going to the Orisa, but then as soon as I can, do a sling and go to this door. Now, the reasoning is because we can't GA straight forward, as proven. Because if we GA straight forward, Doom's gonna go boom, 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 and the Ash is just probably gonna shoot us. Where's the Ash? Oh yeah, the Ash is on this high ground, because the Ash is gonna sit and shoot us. We also can't GA and then sling into here. The reasoning is because if we GA and sling into here, the Doom is then just gonna, you know, try to punch forward, realize, oh, the most over here, boom, 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 you're gone, okay? So we need to think to ourselves, how can we get away from this Doomfist? And we can either try to bait him out by GAing ourselves up onto this platform, but obviously then we're vulnerable to these guys, or we do a quick little GA over, make the Doomfist punch over to your Orisa, who's full HP, so she can, you know, survive quite a while, and then flick and come over here, okay? We want to try and bait out this Doomfist punch and make him try to think that we're going to go over there, but then in reality, we peel off and go to a different side. Alright, keep it going though. Unfortunately, yeah, obviously we end up falling there, but it's all good. So it doesn't really matter too much because you guys are just about to push it through the castle bit anyway, so it doesn't matter massively. But we'll keep on going. That's all good. That's what's going to damage boost on the Junkrat. Just, once again, make yourself so you're getting forward with the Orisa a little bit more. Nice, love this. I see so many people hanging about and obviously like trying to like beam or like do stuff with the Junkrat. Love how as soon as that tire goes off, love how you know to kind of like push forward and stay with your Orisa. Very, very nice. My only thing is, if you can, play this castle so much more tightly than what you're doing. I know that the Ash has died, but also a lot of people like to stand up on these like high grounds up here. So if you can, try just to kind of tuck yourself away underneath as much as possible so you're not just hanging out in the open. Alright, keep on going though. Obviously, nice that you're helping out with the Junkrat spam. Nice. Love how you're positioned right now as well. Very, very nice. Nice damage boost. Very, very nice res. Absolutely beautiful res here. The reason why this is such a good res, let me quickly rewind, okay? We know... Right a bit more. We know Doom has already used both of his abilities. He used his punch and he used his slam. So that means that he, unless apart from his block, he cannot do anything, okay? Also, obviously, he's going to take damage from the Junkrat spam that's going to happen as soon as he falls. I love this res. This is perfect, okay? Because we know that he's used all of his abilities and we can just very easily go for a lovely little res. Love as well that you know exactly how to get out as well. Absolutely perfect. Nice. Very, very nice. My only thing is, at the end of this, because I love all your damages onto Junkrat here, as soon as we know that he's getting weak, he's going to want to go back to his team, okay? Junkrat is then going to really struggle to be able to shoot the Doomfist as he's coming back, like, through here. So what can we do to help here? We can damage this the Orisa. The Orisa is going to have a lot better time of tracking the Doomfist as he's going in compared to your Junkrat, okay? So if you can, try just to, as you're doing this, you know, be a little bit proactive here and put your beam onto the Orisa, so it means then that she can go and help out a little bit more. Alright? So Ash is Bob's main. Oh, okay. I understand what you wanted to do. Nice. Obviously save with the Valk. I respect the Valk here because obviously, you know, we do end up going out to that LOL. Sorry, we don't end up kind of doing the GA in time. Nice positioning here. Lovely damage boost. Don't worry too much here about your Junkrat. Your Junkrat is going to be inside the castle doing these like little spam things or whatever. So don't worry too much about, you know, going to go and help your Junkrat here. Instead, I would just kind of stay here. Use this tree to your advantage because life with this tree does so much. You're using it right now, which is absolutely perfect. But just use this tree to your advantage. Allow yourself to kind of keep on contesting this point. You know, apply pressure to these guys. And just sit and just damage boost your wrist and everything. Don't worry too much about going to go and help your Junkrat because your Junkrat, you know, is going to end up playing about in this castle. He's not like he's on top or anything to be able to J2 quite easily. If he was up on top to J2 easily, then obviously, you know, we can go and help him a little bit more. But yeah, we could just literally just buy the battle point and help the guys on point for now. Alright, we keep it going though. Oh, okay. We end up pressuring the Kiriko a little bit. Nice. We made a TP away, which is completely fine. Don't be backing off here. Don't back off here. So this is fine. Obviously, you know, we end up kind of focusing down the Kiriko a little bit, and it actually ends up with our Orisa getting a pick. Go forward here. We want to go forward with this Orisa and go and damage boost this. I know that you want to go appeal for the Junkrat and go and help your Junkrat, but honestly, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things because we want to try and keep our Orisa alive. We want to keep our Orisa alive, secure these 2 kills, and then start pushing the payload. Because if we start pushing the payload, Doom might get the pick onto the Junk. Who cares? Because if you make the Doomfist go really far back to be able to go and, you know, go and get the Junkrat, he's going to be completely out of this team fight, and then it means then that you just got a free push here. You get free on point, start pushing it. If he tries to contest, oh no, Sombra, hack, bam, he's gone, okay? So if we can, instead of going back to go appeal for your Junkrat here, go to your point. If the Junkrat was getting attacked, say, over, like, here, maybe, I would maybe think more about, you know, trying to, you know, go appeal for him. But because he's forcing the Doom to go really far out like this, don't go chasing after him. Another thing we could do here as well is the Orisa provides a really good time for us to be able to go and res. We can use the res down below under here, so we're out of LOS of the Ash, so it means that we can have our life weaver back up. But this isn't a necessity because, you know, he's used his main ability being like the tree, sorry, his main ultimate, his tree and everything. So we're not desperate to res, but it's also an opportunity to res here. I'm going to see where, obviously, you end up kind of peeling forward the Junkrat here, which isn't bad in any sense, don't get me wrong. But I would have definitely pushed up with your Orisa a little bit more than what you did. Nice. Nice ping as well onto the Junkrat. Love how you use your... Oh, very nice. I love how you use your Sombra to get up into the air as well. Very nice. However, just if you can, instead of you just like kind of fling yourself up, a nice pick on the Kiriko as well. But instead of like just going straight up and then trying to pistol the Kiriko, if we need to use these pieces of cover here, we can stand up on this piece of cover and pistol the Kiriko from here as well. So it means that we're then going up onto a piece of cover. We're not just like randomly slinging ourselves up like this, basically. All right, keep it going. Nice. Very good position here. Nice damage boost. He's got away, allow him to just go away and do his thing. I say that as the Sombra's going to go and contest him. Nice, love how you just left him to it. Nice. Okay, yeah. In this kind of scenario here, we're not desperate to stay on the payload here, bearing in mind. Like, yes, we want to try and get it as far, like, you know, forward as we can. But we don't need to be, like, stood completely, like, so, you know, we don't need to be, like, touching the payload like we are right now, okay? Play a tiny bit further back, like, play here. The reason is because you can still push the payload, even if you're not, like, desperately on it. Like, you know, you can kind of be, like, over here-ish and still be pushing it. But it still means that, you know, we can play our cover, play that safety, and we don't need to be kind of like up into the payload, like, I am pushing this payload, okay? We don't need to. We can stay back here. Allow the Orisa to do that. Also, there is nothing going to attack us from behind, okay? So we don't need to be squished up right against it, okay? Allow yourself to use all the space that your team have, you know? There's going to be nobody that's going to be attacking you from here because we got the Doom, and so he's not going to be behind us anymore, and, you know, everyone else is going to be main, okay? So don't be kind of completely in the payload, like, I'm going to push this, okay? You can play back a little bit more. Alright, keep it going, though. Very nice so far. Nice. My only thing throughout this entire thing is how we positioned. Let's quickly go back because I'm going to show you how much you've played out in the open here. This is fine because obviously you have the payload as cover right now, alright? But it's from when the payload starts to move around a little bit. Can you see how like we're kind of like just vibing out in this open? And they have a cast, remember, okay? Yeah, positioning isn't good. No, but it's absolutely fine though, okay? Or that's what we're here to do. We're here to correct it, okay? So what we can do here is just slightly correct it by either playing... Just playing here, if you can. We can position ourselves onto these stairs if we are desperate. But it's probably better if we position ourselves more towards this side, and even better if we can play in here. Because then it means if someone decides to run it down main, say like the Reaper or something, then we can play back here. If he tries to go for us, we can use our Life Weaver to sling ourselves like back out to this piece of cover. We just don't need to be kind of like, because we end up kind of like just sitting out in this open space, okay? We don't need to be doing that. Play off to the side and play off in this piece of cover. Alright, we keep on going though. A little bit damage boost on the Orisa. Nice ping as well. Nice heals onto your sim. Do you see how we end up taking so much damage here because we're in like a bad position? I'll quickly rewind it back here. But it's all this bit, right? Because I wasn't going to say anything because I was hoping that you were going to start rotating around to somewhere a little bit safer. But can you see how, like, we've opened up the sight line because we're playing on this side? Yes, we want to help these guys, but where can we help these guys from? This side. If we do it from this side, Reaper is not going to be able to do enough damage to be able to reach to us because he's a very, very short-ranged hero. And we're not opening up this angle to all these guys to be able to shoot us down, alright? I know that at the moment you're trying to desperately get your Valk for this, this, like, last team fight, which is completely fine. But try to make sure that you're putting your own life and your own, I guess, security before that. And make sure that you're playing off to this side. Alright, keep it going, though. Don't be afraid to damage boost Sim here, by the way, as well. Sim will do a lot of damage when she's charged up and she's been shooting someone for quite a while. So don't be afraid to kind of, like, just damage boost her to try and, like, scare off the Reaper a tiny bit sooner. But we keep on going. Obviously, we end up Valking as soon as we can. Fortunate that our Junkratans are getting picked off. Nice res, though, as soon as you can. Same thing with the Orisa Javelin. Try if you can just to flick that damage boost on to be able to damage boost the Javelin before we end up carrying on. Oh, that's just fortunate. She takes a lot of damage. That's all good. We just need to start backing out now. That's just unfortunate. Nice Valk, though. I appreciate the Valk, because obviously, you want to try and keep up that pressure. You want to try and make sure that, you're keeping up, you go to go and res the Junkrat, which is completely fine. And then you go to go and heal your Orisa and everything. There's nothing more you can physically do in that team fight. But yeah. The tree is wild here from Life Weaver. Okay, hold on. I feel like I need to see this. Nice ping. A nice peel as well for your Junkrat. Oh, that's just unfortunate. Obviously, I know you want to look for that res. Very, very nice. I think my only thing throughout this entire thing is you are not desperate to get this res off. Let's just remember this. It is a very, very nice res, but we don't desperately need to go for it, okay? Like, I know Junkrat's new is tired and everything, but as well, his respawn timer has, like, nearly, has nearly ended up finishing. So we're not massively desperate to be able to go and res here, alright? Love all this damage boost, though. I love all this. No, the tree is really, really good here because it forces everyone to be in this room. So it means that the Orisa can go for this, like, very, very aggressive ult. This is a really, really good tree. Nice. My only thing is if you're playing out here, remember that you can just do, like, a mini super jump and play up on these little tile bits here. I would recommend playing up on this one. The reason is because you're going to kind of divert the field of view for your Reaper, because the Reaper will obviously, be focusing on these guys all main, whereas you're going to be up here, so it means that, he's not going to be able to shoot you. And also you can kind of go in to go and help these guys. Remember, tree is in here as well, because obviously the tree's in here. Tree's going to provide so much healing because tree is very, very broken as ultimate. So don't be too worried about the people in this room because tree will heal it up. Instead, play up on top of here and help these guys that are outside of that tree's radius. Alright, keep it going though. Yeah, because we end up going up to it when he ends up doing the ult, okay? As soon as we hear that Reaper ult, do not worry too much about your team. Just play your life, okay? As soon as we hear that Reaper ult, walk away. You know that thing where it's like, see that toxic person, and we're walking the other way. That's literally what you're doing, okay? You're seeing that toxic person, that Reaper that's nanoed, and we're walking the other way, okay? This I feel like is unfortunately going to be a team fight loss at this point. You've lost your Life Weaver, and obviously, you know, these guys are just going to walk into there. And they might get picked off. It depends on how long this ultimate goes on for. But yeah, we don't need to be going into the Reaper, okay? Whenever we see a Reaper, we walk the other way. And we go away as far away as we can, alright? Keep on going though. Unfortunately, Ristons will get taken out by it as well. Joe Cracker hopefully get a pick on the order. Yeah, he does. Ha, nice. And yeah, we just need to reset, go again. We're going to have Simwall to go in with this next team fight as well as a tire. So hopefully I can get us some really good picks. But with that though, you played really well so far, MrSloth as well. I feel like my only complaint with your gameplay is the fact that Mercy isn't really needed here, to be honest. You know, you could probably get away with playing someone a little bit different just to be able to enable the team a little bit more. But I respect, you know, you want to play Mercy here and everything. So I like this res. It's just unfortunate that your Sigma decides I'm going to go and Valk. Sorry, I'm going to go use my Flux against this Mercy while she's doing the res. Just is how it is. All good, we just reset, go again. It's only a res anyways. Doesn't really matter too much. At this point, we kind of like just need our teams just to regroup. So I would just kind of like sit. Obviously don't play like very passively, but we kind of like just want to, you know, make sure that we're not getting anyone else picked off. Go up here. We don't want to GA into a room with a Reaper. We want to try and GA ourselves up above like this. Up onto this like little piece of high ground here, because it means that we can kind of like jiggle peek, obviously, you know, to help the Junkrat. We don't want to be going into a room where a Reaper is though, because Reaper could very easily just cancel his Wraith early, go pew pew, and you're dead, okay? We want to try and make sure that if we're going to go and help this Junkrat here, we go up on here. It also means that if it gets picked off, then, you know, we can very easily just GA back to our team and everything. It's just unfortunate that, I mean, we are forcing ultimates out of them, so it's not a massive pain, I guess. But yeah, we don't need to be like GAing into a Reaper here. We can go up instead. We keep on going. I'm gonna see what we end up doing here, because unfortunately now you've ended up in a room. Oh, your Life Weaver pulled you. That's so sweet. Don't worry about rezzing here. You don't need to res here because you're literally outside of spawn. It's better if you try to keep your hog up here and allow him to respawn naturally rather than going to go and res, because your spawn's right here. This, you know, this distance is not going to make any like big difference in the long run, basically. All right, but keep going though. He's getting slapped. This tank is not having a fun time. Nice ping. Obviously, we know Reaper's going to be up there. Reaper could possibly be near another ult as well, so we just need to obviously be careful of that. Nice. Don't worry too much, because I feel like you're constantly trying to go back to help this Junkrat. Don't worry too much, okay? Just keep yourself kind of playing with whoever you are with in your team at that very moment in time, unless it's taking a lot of damage, okay? With the team comp that you're kind of playing, it is quite hard to play Mercy. So you just have to kind of like just stay with whoever you are staying with and keep alive. And then just go and, you know, like try to peel whenever you can do, basically. So we don't desperately need to, you know, be peeling back for him here. I would literally just stay kind of pushed up with your sim. Allow your sim to have some, you know, charged up shots against this Reaper. We don't need to be going in to go and like desperately to this Junkrat. Alright, but keep it going though. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay, let's talk about this. I feel like I've gone. Yeah, so I'm gonna be you. Because this kind of goes back to what I said, okay? This Junkrat is completely full HP. He's going to be fine. Allow him just to kind of do his own thing. And you stay pushed up with your sim. Allow your sim just to kind of be doing some more of this charge spam. Because then that means we can just stay in this area. We're not doing a super jump into LOS of people like a Cass, like an On, that are going to be main, okay? We could just keep safe. Because this Junkrat is also quite safe, okay? So I'm gonna be you. I'm gonna be over here. So I'm gonna be with the sim. I'm gonna sit here with my sim and we're gonna do some charge shots on people. Alright? And then this is me. When we hear the when we hear the Reaper TP behind us, that's when we can GA. We can use our Life Weaver to GA ourselves back to these pieces of stairs, because then, you know, we forced the Reaper to use an ability. We forced him to use that TP. So we can play in here, he's TP'd, use our GA to get ourselves back out. This is a tilt queue game, I believe. Okay, hold on, let me keep watching. So I know at this point, because we end up obviously peeling back, it should be that your Life Weaver should be killing your sim here. Don't pop your Valk for this, okay? Because this isn't a necessary team fight for us to Valk with and everything. And we don't need to go and res this as well either, okay? Remember, sim is right next to the spawn and everything, and this res is not going to really change the outcome this res is not going to change the outcome of anything. And we desperately don't need to go in and res this. We also don't need to Valk this, okay? We know that this Reaper is also going to be very, very close to ults, which just so apparently he does. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see this, but, you know, he has his ult right now. So we don't desperately need to go in and res this. Also, we don't need to risk it with Reaper being up close. Reaper's one of them where even if you're in Valk, we don't desperately want to go and res unless if it's an absolute necessity, because he will chunk you down while you're doing this res. Alright, we keep on going though. Unfortunately, he pops it while we go for the res. We do end up forcing the ult out of him, which I guess is really, really great. But yeah, there's no need for us to risk our Valk and our res to be able to go in and do that. So we switch to Zen. I honestly believe that this is definitely a better pick. Because obviously, you know, you got the Life Weaver for the heal, so we just want a little bit of that extra damage, basically. So nice. It's unfortunate that your team end up kind of getting rolled down once again by the team that were on the high ground. We just have to wait for our team to get back, so I'd just be looking just to make sure that we're not what's it called? We're not getting picked off here. Can you see here our sim saying that we need to group up here? Your sim is going to be wanting to TP your team up onto the high ground to be able to get the cast and the Moira that's up here. Because what's going to happen is you guys are going to really, really struggle just to be able just to walk back main here because of how everyone's positioned, okay? Not only is there a Sigma here, but there's these 3 guys that are on this high ground as well. And also you got the Honor main, but the Honor, you know, we don't need to bother about her. We're more focused about these guys on this high ground. We need to try and get these guys off the high ground. And it's not like we're playing people that can very easily get them off. Sure, we have our Junkrat, but that's pretty much about it, okay? Unless if our Life Weaver, you know, uses his Pelt to get someone up there, okay? We have a Hog, which is not going to be able to dive up there like a D or like a Winston or anything like that, okay? So we need to make sure that once this has happened, we're following with our team to go up onto that high ground with them all. Which I'm hoping is what the sim was trying to do. Alright, so she's used a wall main. Nice, obviously going with the TP forward. My only thing with TP is if you can, try to allow the rest of your team to TP forward before we do so. We don't want to be the first one to TP forward, because then what if nobody else takes the TP? Then it's just us going main like, rah, you know. If you can, try to wait it out for your team to go through beforehand before we go through the TP. Because then, you know, we end up being by ourselves. With the Sigma Flux, we can use TP before he ends up getting it off to be able to get back. So if we know that he's going to have Flux, try to play around the teleporter. So as soon as he starts, you know, doing his like little speech about, you know, sending people to the air, I don't know why off the top of my head, we can then TP ourselves back. And then we're going to be out and like safe, alright? But we keep on going. Obviously we end up getting picked off, which is unfortunate. You guys are even though, so as long as your Life Weaver stays up, which the tree should hopefully definitely help with. Nice. Obviously, we're just going to be walking back now. There's still going to be one more team fight, so obviously we've got to be careful for ultimates. They've not used High Noon in a while. They've not used Nano in a while. They've also not used Coalescence in a while. So I'd be kind of looking to, you know, see for them free ultimates for this last, little bit. As Zen, you just kind of want to vibe and just sit and try and Discord as many people as you can. Just play back. We don't need to be kind of going to go in touch. So I'm hoping that's what you're going to do here. You're going to kind of like sit back and just kind of play Zen. Nice. Nice Discord here. Nice aim. If you end up getting shot by this Arna though, don't be afraid just to back off for a second, okay? We're not desperate for us to get this pick off. Like, you know, you've done your job of getting the Discord, and you've done your job of, you know, picking him and making sure that he's like getting, you know, shot down. But we desperately, you know, we don't need to be kind of like drifting forward as much as we did. As soon as this Arna starts shooting us, don't be afraid just to back off for a second. Back off, allow your health to regen. You have shield regen as well as Zen, so your health regens a lot more basically before we go back in. Alright, but we keep on going. Unfortunately, we end up getting picked off here. Casper got hiding from the top. We end up getting whole hugged away, which is quite funny. See what the rest of your team end up doing here. Yeah, we end up just getting taken out. So overall, MrSloth right now is quite literally just a bit of a decision making that you're struggling with. It's mainly, and it's kind of all comes down to ult tracking. It feels like we're not ready for a lot of these ultimates that are coming in. It kind of feels like that we're very, very surprised and very shocked when these ultimates happen, okay? What I want you to do is, while you're playing the game, try to be kind of looking and trying to think to ourselves, what abilities have the enemy team hit? How long ago has it been since they've used a previous ultimate? How much damage have they been doing? How much impact have they had in the team fight? Because that will really, really help you out a lot, being able to try and track their, you know, being able to track their ultimates and stuff like that. Because if we are prepared for an ultimate that's about to happen, it then means then that we are going to be ready, and we can be proactive in our gameplay and be, you know, make sure that we're just prepared for it all, basically. All right. Over that though, really, really great so far. I've really enjoyed it. I think the only other thing as well is I wouldn't play Mercy as well. I know that's coming from someone that plays Mercy quite a lot in very, you know, in like a lot of different team comps. But we are not desperate to play Mercy in this team comp. I would honestly be playing someone like an Honor or like a Zen or just someone else. But if you want to play Mercy, then that's all good, because I will very gladly help you with your Mercy. Alright, but keep it going. Obviously, going to start with damage boosting the Junkrat spam at the beginning. Very, very nice. My other thing is, and I've said this on quite a few VODs on Icon World, I don't like people starting off here. You want to start off here. The reasoning is because, obviously, we know they've been playing Reaper recently. But even if they switch like a Junkrat or something like that, what will happen is people will start attacking main. They will see the beam and they will know, obviously you'll kind of start out in the open a little bit more here rather than actually being in the room. But they'll be able to see your beam, right? They'll see your beam and they'll be like, oh, there's a Mercy there. And then say a Diva will just dive you, a Reaper will just dive you, and they'll just very easily just be able to just take you out, basically. However, if we play by doing some like little cancel GAs and then also use like some super jumps to just be able to get our positioning back up a little bit more, this means then that it's going to make their lives 10 times harder to be able to get to you, because you're playing a little bit safer. Then once you know what they've got as a team, if they don't have anything to be able to get to you, let's say they're playing Cass Soldier, okay? If they're playing Cass Soldier, play in here. Because obviously, you know, they've got nothing to be able to come to you with. But because we don't know what they have yet, and we know they've been playing that Reaper very, very recently, we don't want to be playing in this room, because we don't want him just to be able to just TP onto us, the Genji dash up, and we just die, okay? So just be doing your cancel GAs instead, kind of just off to the side to pocket this Junkrat. There's a correct decision here as well to be able to damage boost the Junkrat at the start, because obviously you want to try and get as much spam damage in as possible at the beginning. But so good. Nice beam balancing, obviously, with the Junkrat. Nice. You're doing the absolute right thing here now by doing the little, like, J cancels. There is a respawn point. Nice focusing on the Junkrat. My only thing is, as you're focusing on the Junkrat here, you can see his health bar on the screen. Just make sure that you're trying to look back like at least once during this, just to check that your team is okay. So whoever was attacking the point, you know, is not going to be able to take someone out and get a free pick, all right? We want to make sure that we're kind of like just flicking back, just checking that these guys are okay before we carry on. All right, keep it going though. Nice. Nice damage boost here. Nice helping with the JQ as well. Nice. I love how you don't just sit there and try to heal her up to full HP before you go and damage boost the Junkrat. Instead, you kind of leave her when she gets to about 75 and then go to help the Junkrat. Very, very nicely well played here. I see so many Mercies trying to sit there and trying to get their tanks to full HP before they try to, you know, damage boost. Love this beam management from you. Really, really great. All right, we keep it going though. So we can hear Genji above us. My only thing is your positioning right now a little bit. Can we see how, like, we're playing very, you know, we've opened up this angle quite a bit by playing with people, you know, playing where we are here. If we want to either play in this room, however, obviously, you know, you'll have people maybe trying to come up from these stairs and be able to attack you. So I prefer, when I'm playing on this point, is to play on this side. The reasoning is because it gives you a free GA to get yourself back. So let's say, you know, they start pushing even main, or they start pushing from this angle here. We can hear and obviously see them a lot clearer when they're going to be coming in. And also we have a straight GA back, okay? We can just use our Kira code to do a little GA bunny hop, and we've already backed ourselves off, okay? So if you can, whenever you're playing Agawal first point and people are just spamming out this choke like this, try to play on this side instead if you can. Because it not only does it close this entire, like, chokehold, it means that we're, you know, we're not just going to be stood here and just trying to take damage from these guys, and also it provides us with that really, really nice escape route as well if we desperately need it, okay? So just if you can, play on this side. We keep it going though. I like your appeal for Sim here, but don't worry too much about peeling for Sim, especially if she's got her TP up, okay? Sim will, you know, Sims are smart. Sim will TP back when she starts to get weak, and she will end up back at her TP. It is better to sit here and watch her TP rather than going in like this, because can you see how you've ended up kind of by yourself right now? Because, you know, we're not... Because Sim's obviously going to have either her TP destroyed, or she's going to destroy it because she's ended up getting back. And we're just going to be in this, like, weird spot without her, okay? Don't push up with your Sim while she's doing this. Wait for your Sim to get back and then heal her up afterwards when she's TP back, alright? That's so good. Nice. Lovely wall bounce. Very, very nice. See? You know your text, you know your mechanics very, very well, sweet. Very, very nice. 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 Once again, beam switch. Very, very nice. Dude, you guys are like rolling them right now. Nice as well. Damage just on the same as well to wipe everyone up because you know this is going to be high charged. Very, very nice. Very well played. Nice. So we're pushed up with our Junkrat to start off with. I'll be looking to J ourselves back now. Very, very nice. Nice bunny hop as well to get out. Very nice. Very good position in here. Do you see as well, because you're playing on the side now, do you see how better this side is, basically? Keep using this one. So no people are going to start coming from this room now. So I've been looking to, I love as well how you're positioned like through this car. We can back off a tiny bit more if we desperately need to, because we can back off to about here-ish if we need to on the just in case. But once again, like how you're positioned right now, love how much you've backed off. Very, very nice. Nice pushing up the sim wall. Just be really, really careful with what ultimates they're going to have now. Same thing again, we're drifting out into the open, okay? Sim's wall is not, like, invincible, okay? Sim's wall will still fall if it takes enough damage. So we want to try and make sure that we're still not playing out in the open like this. Yes, we do have the sim wall. Instead, if you can, just still keep on playing off to the side on the just in case, especially if the sim wall then goes, okay? I'd still want you to play off to the side if we can. Alright, let's keep on going, though. Also, be preparing for them ultimates, okay? I'd be playing a lot off to the side now because they're going to have these ultimates coming up, okay? They're going to have the Sigma Flux. We want to try and stay split from our team, so it means that we're not going to end up getting caught out by the Flux. Same thing with a Reaper. We want to try and make sure that we're playing quite as far back as we can so we don't end up getting picked out by a Reaper. We want to also try and stay away from the Genji, so it means that if he tries to dash us for a blade, then we're already, like, pre-backed off. And obviously same for the Nano and then Coalescence. We just want to make sure that we're playing out of those choke holes from where she could just kind of focus down the entire team with the Coalescence. Alright? So essentially what I'm getting at here is you want to try and play kind of splitting away from the team. But still in beam range, if you get me. But nice pick off though. Very, very nice. Nice damage boost as well onto the Junkrat up here. Very, very nice. Make sure that we're dropping back there to try and damage boost the GQ. We're not just doing it just to drop back. Like this. I like this aggression here. I like that you push up with your sim here because obviously, you know, we're trying to get off another pick off. So it means that they're just going to delay their attack more. Like how they did on third point icon wall to you guys, where they just kept on kind of picking people off before even the team fight started. Nice. Love this aggression from you. Love as well how you use your Junkrat as well to get back. Ooh, okay. Don't go for this res. Don't go for this res. The reason why you do not want to go for this res, okay, is because Kiriko has tried to use her Zuzu to be able to save your sim. We now know this means that they're not going to have, you know, she's not going to have Zuzu for you. This is also not a necessity for you to go on res, okay? Because we have ultimates. We have Kiriko's Kitsune, and we have JQ's also, okay? I would rather we kept you alive here to be able to use your Valk as well. And also go and follow up on these ultimates. Go and follow up on the Kitsune Rush and go and follow up on the JQ ult. Why am I telling you not to? This is the reason why, okay? As soon as you try to go for this res, we know that these guys are going to start trying to ult you. So we just want to make sure that we're being very clear. We know that they're going to have 5 ultimates to use. So there's absolutely no point in us trying to go and res here because we're just end up going to, we're going to get taken out by at least one of these ultimates, okay? Allow these guys to use their ultimates or, allow our team to use our ultimates to create space or, use the, let them use their ultimates and not get any picks because we're already being pre-prepared and out of the way, okay? So, if you can, be pre-prepared for these ultimates. Play back, play far away. Just kind of go back to your JQ and just play away. Wait for her to use her ultimate and go in with the JQ ult and just go in and go damage boost that, okay? There's no desperate need to res our sim here. Especially because we use sim wall as well, okay? There's no desperate need. So, keep yourself alive here. But we'll keep it going. Nice JQ ult. Don't know how, if we're going to be able to recontest this. Yeah, it's just unfortunate you can't get him. Drop your beam on the Sombra. Okay. At this point, you just want to die and reset. At this point, okay? With Sombra, I know there's been the change, so whenever you've got your beam on, it doesn't fully connect the beam as it used to, so you're not just giving the direct position away. It's more so Sombra's in this general vicinity area, okay? As soon as this Junkrat falls, I want you to leave, okay? Don't be going up here with your Sombra because your Sombra is wanted to hide, and you going up here with your Sombra along with your big, like, stompy boots is going to really give this away to these guys that you're going up here, and it's going to pick off yourself and also the Sombra. It's going to give away the Sombra's flank, basically, okay? So just drop your beam. And at this point, I'd be looking to go into the castle, okay? Go into the castle, try to force the Reaper to try and TP onto you. If the Reaper TPs onto you, then, just die at that point. Go for a reset kind of thing, because you're just going to stagger yourself. But if you can, just back away, okay? You guys are not going to win this team fight anymore. There's no point being with your Sombra as well, because, we're just going to give her away. So if you can, just start backing ourselves off, and either if they start attacking us, we die and reset and go back to the, we go to the new spawn, or we get out and we meet up with the rest of our team, basically, because we don't want to try and stagger ourselves here. Because us going up here is just giving away the position. Because the Sigma's just in the beam, so he knows that you guys are going up here. You can see the Sombra as well shaking her head like, no, like, what are you doing kind of thing. Allow Sombras to flank. Allow them to do their things. Alright, we keep on going though. Because they all know now the Sombra's behind, so they're going to be trying to track the Sombra. But so good, keep going. At this point, I'd switch as well, by the way. I would definitely switch at this point. Which I'm hoping you're going to do. Yes, nice. Like the honor switch. I'm glad you switched here. Because Mercy would be so hard to be able to play into that. Nice. At this point, I would just give you like some general tips. Cyber blacking out. Very, very nice. Nice. Nice backing out. So the Reaper's just TP'd above. I do a little ping here just to kind of let them know that obviously, the Reaper's up there, which is exactly what you've done. Very, very nice. Don't worry too much about the, what's called the... Okay. I was about to say, don't worry too much about the Junkrat, because obviously, you know, your Kyria can heal, but then he just jumped forward like half HP, so that's on him. We end up kind of 1v1 in a Moira ever so slightly. Nice peel from your team. Yeah. Alright, reset, go again. My honor's not like, no, it's alright, sweet, don't worry. Can we click on rewind and see whether there's anything we could have done differently here? Because we kind of ended up wasting nade beforehand, but that's fine, because we should be able to get it back up again. It's just unfortunate that nobody's helping you kind of with this Moira. Because if this Moira's harassing you, just play back for a second. Play back and like try and either like ping it for someone or like kind of just help these guys jiggle peek like this. Because if you force the Moira to come into your territory, it'll be a little bit harder. But to be honest here, it's gonna be very, very hard to 1v1 this Moira unless if you know what you're doing. Nice Zuzu though. At this point we just try and back off. Unfortunately we end up getting picked off. Reset, go again. Oh, we switched to Zarya as well. That's so good. Put that away as well. Unfortunately, everyone's just staggering at this point, which you can't really do anything about. Don't waste your nades. This nade is way too early to toss in, by the way, because you have nobody to follow up on the nade, okay? At this point, we just want to, like, play safe, allow our team to respawn. Then once our team have respawned, go in with the nade after that, okay? Because we don't want to be chucking our nade in now, because then we've wasted it for when our team's going to come in, and also who's going to follow up on this nade. There's nobody here to follow up on this nade, okay? So just kind of stick to this side as you were doing. Just honestly, you could just sit and spawn and wait for... You could literally just sit and spawn here, wait for your team to respawn, and then push in afterwards, okay? Because we are kind of frontlining here a little bit. So just wait for your team just to respawn, and then go in with your nades and everything like that. Alright, but keep on going. So we back out quite a bit. Nice, Genji's gonna dash up onto you. Yeah, we need to make sure we took that health pack a little bit sooner before we did. But yeah, we're definitely a lot out of position though. Once again, same thing. We don't want to get ourselves staggered before the team fight starts. Play and spawn before we end up, beforehand. But it's alright, we keep on going. Hopefully your team don't end up getting taken out. Oh, we're staggering a lot now. Yeah, and it's just unfortunate. But it's a good though, MrSloth. Honestly, I would not blame this on you because as you played Mercy, your Mercy was very, very good, okay? My only issue is I don't think Mercy was the pick that game. But as I said, I'm here to VOD review Mercies. I'm not here to obviously VOD review what you should have played or anything. I'm going to VOD review you specifically on your Mercy. And let's start off with that, okay? I think overall, MrSloth, because I watched one of your previous VODs, it was when you first started the game, actually, I remember, and your Mercy was really, really great. And I see that you've definitely developed on that a lot more, specifically with your mechanics, okay? I love it. I love how much you're utilizing these different techs now, like the wall bounce, like the cancel GAs and everything like that, because obviously from the original one that I watched, you were just doing a lot of like straight GAs or like slings and super jumps and everything. So I love how you've developed that. Very, very nice. I absolutely love how much you've developed that, and it definitely shows me that, you know, you're very, very comfortable with Mrs. movement now, which is really, really great, okay? I think overall your positioning was okay. The reason why I'm saying that is because we could still definitely correct it in certain points. That being obviously, you know, playing off to the side, make sure that we're not opening up like choke holes to people. So we're still playing off to them like kind of sides while we're playing. So but other than that, though, your position was really, really great, okay? Reses were okay. You had some absolutely amazing reses, and you had also some not so great reses, which if you got the res off, would have been a good res, okay? But the reason why you don't get this res off is with, I guess, your main issue. No, your position was still really good, MrSloth. Don't put yourself down, genuinely. It was just like few little bits that were just like, you know, you're opening up that angle to the enemy team, which you shouldn't have done. The majority of the time, though, your position was really, really great, okay? My main thing with you, however, is your ult tracking and your cooldown tracking. It's not so much cooldown tracking because, you know, I feel like you did that quite well and you position yourself, you know, in good positions for that. But it's your ultimate tracking that's letting you down, okay? I feel like you're constantly getting caught out by these ultimates and you're not tracking them enough, okay? Obviously, it's something that you develop a lot more as you play the game a lot more. you know, knowing how quickly people can build up certain ultimates, when we can kind of start to think. But a really, really good way that I like to do it is if we're playing a game and we've just lost, or we've just won or lost a team fight, think to yourself, what ults did the enemy team use last team fight? Because then you know that's what, you're definitely not going to have them ultimates to contest with. And then what ultimates do you think they're going to have, looking upon that information? If they know they've not used Flux for a while, be expecting a Flux, be expecting for that, and make sure that we're playing out that beam range because we're saving our GA for when the Flux is going to happen, okay? And that's how you can slowly develop being more proactive as Mercy, which is something that, a lot of, I feel like, lower rank Mercy struggle with. They're very reactive, where like they'll react to what's happening. However, if we want to develop our Mercy, become a lot smarter with our Mercy, we need to start being more proactive, which is where we know what's going to be happening ahead of time. We know what ultimates are going to have. We know where people are going to attack from, and we're already pre-positioned out of the way from that, okay? So what I want you to do is just kind of focus mainly on trying to think when you're playing, what ultimates have they used and what ultimates are they going to have for the next team fight. That way we can be prepared in that sense. Over that though, MrSloth, your Valks are really, really great as well. I know I didn't really touch on that too much, but your Valks are really, really good. I don't think I've really got too many issues apart from the one that we talked about. But yeah, other than that though, a really, really great VOD. Obviously, please do let me know if you have any more issues. But thank you so much for everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch who's been watching this. You guys can get your own VOD reviews. Obviously, I talk about that at the beginning, so if you do want to kind of like look at that, then you can go back to that. But yeah, just once again, thank you so much for the lovely VOD, everyone, and I shall see you all later. Bye!